Welcome to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live. Hey, look, what I'm gonna talk about today is white privilege, but I'm gonna talk about it from a whole nother perspective. Check this out. White privilege cannot survive without systemic and systematic racism. When you roll it all up into one, it's all white supremacy. It's a white supremacist construct. It's a white supremacist system. Who created this system? White men created it. In actuality, a white man named Gomez Desirara in 1452 created the construct of whiteness. Whiteness is really not even a race of people. Genetically speaking, biologically speaking, or ethnicity, or otherwise. That shit is all made up. To give you an example, there was no such, you cannot find out one white tea person in the Bible. Nowhere. In any book. And there were 66 books, but we only read out of 2. But I know of 3. The book of Enoch, the Old Testament, and the New Testament. You cannot find out one white person. Not one. Because there was no such thing. As a white person. That shit is all made up. If you can find me one white person in the Bible, I'll give you $1,000. I ain't worried about giving it to you because I know damn well you won't find one. No matter how you try to say that there's one in there. Civilization began in Africa, and everything in Africa is fucking black. So you telling me, out of all them niggas on the continent of Africa, they couldn't find one white baby that they called Jesus out of all them niggas? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But anyway, can I say that all white people are racist? Yes. But do they know that they're racist? Some of them don't, because they don't understand racism. They think racism is all about hate. It's not. You can be inherent and inherently racist. Well, hey Jazzy, can you be racist? No, I can't be racist. But I can be xenophobic and I can be bigoted. Me as a black man, or black people in general, do not have the power to oppress you or control the outcome of certain things or situations in your life. And I'm going to give you an example. A black man cannot redline a white person out of a neighborhood. A black person cannot stop a white person from getting a bank loan. I mean, I can go on and on and on. A black person cannot stop a toxic dump from being put in a white neighborhood. But see, this is the deal. A lot of these white people, they know what racism is. They know what it is, and they know the tenets of racism. just like they know all the tenets of white supremacy. But when you talk about these things, it hurts their feelings so bad. The first thing they do is run into their white fragility. In other words, they get into their feelings, into their emotions. White privilege cannot survive without white supremacy. White supremacy is what feeds systematic and systemic racism. Now, I strongly advise you to go and do your own research, because I'm not going to give you all the answers, because if I do, then you won't have anything to do. And I already know the shit that I'm hearing in the comments, that black people can be racist, well, how about a Chinese man? No. Nobody in this country can be a racist except for white people. Nobody else. And how do we, you can't dismantle racism. It can't be dismantled, but it can be deconstructed. And white people, the good white people that are deconstructing racism, have to deconstruct it one person at a time. I can't wait to see the comments on this. But one thing about it, you can beat me up as an individual, but you can't beat my message up. Go do your own research. This is just a short version. I'm not getting into it deeply. Peace. Thanks for listening to another episode of Jazzy J Man coming at you live.